Let's look closer at how to correctly navigate between different survey features and categories in the app to accurately save data in MapMyShore. Properly using the To Add Another Structure box, also called the Inventory box shown here, is crucial for accurately saving data in MapMyShore. Let's go over how it works in more detail. Let's take a look at the category count display. The shoreline inventory category box below displays 1 of 1, indicating only one category has been currently inventoried in MapMyShore, and in this example, it's the coastal protection structures category. In the feature count display above, you will see 2 of 4 displayed. This indicates two things. There are a total of 4 coastal protection structure features inventoried in this category, and 2, you are currently viewing the second feature. In a few minutes, we'll explore how the inventory box looks when multiple category types have been inventoried in MapMyShore and explore how to navigate between different features and categories. Back to our example, navigating between features. To move back to feature 1 of 4, click the left arrow. To move forward to feature 3 or 4 of 4, click the right arrow. To add a new feature to the inventory, click the plus sign. The app will automatically take you back to add a new feature type in the same category. Remember, always click the plus sign to add a new feature. If you scroll back in the app to select a new feature without clicking the plus sign, your previously mapped inventory item will be deleted and overwritten. To intentionally delete a feature, click the trash can or delete icon. Make sure you're on the correct feature before deleting. A delete record warning message will appear, giving you one more chance to confirm. Note, in the To Add a Different Shoreline Inventory category box at the bottom, you'll notice there are no navigation arrows. That's because only one category is inventoried in this example, so there are no additional categories to navigate to. MapMyShore enables users to inventory multiple features in 7 different shoreline inventory categories in one single survey. Understanding how to navigate to these features and categories in the app is essential to using MapMyShore effectively. Using the inventory box we've been working with, let's explore how to navigate between different features and categories in MapMyShore. This process is the same whether you're conducting an active survey or reviewing a sent one. Begin with the shoreline inventory categories box we should now be familiar with. In this example, 4 different inventory categories have been mapped in this MapMyShore survey. This can be identified in the category count display showing 1 of 4. The current shoreline inventory category is identified in the feature inventory box at the top. In this example, the category is coastal protection structures. The feature being displayed is the first of 3 inventory coastal protection structures, as indicated by the feature count display showing 1 of 3. Let's say this feature is a bulkhead. You would now be viewing the bulkhead feature inventoried. And in this app view, you can see the 1 of 3 displayed at the bottom. To move to the next map feature in the coastal protection structure category, let's say it's a revetment, click the navigation arrow. The feature count display will update to show 2 of 3, indicating the second feature in this category. The shoreline inventory category count remains at 1 of 4 because we are still within the first category, coastal protection structures. To navigate to the third feature, let's say it's a rock sill, click the navigation arrow again, and the view will indicate the rock sill is the third feature inventoried in this survey in the coastal protection structures category. To navigate back to the bulkhead or revetment features, use the navigation arrow to the left of the feature count display. So we just learned how to navigate between features inventoried in a shoreline inventory category. In our example survey, it was the coastal protection structures category. Let's now explore navigating through features mapped in different categories. Referring to the shoreline inventory category box, you may recall that 4 different categories were mapped. To view the second inventory category, click the navigation arrow to the right of the category count display. The second inventory category will now be displayed. In this example, it is the natural buffers category, which contains only one map feature, as you can determine from the feature count showing 1 of 1. To move to the next category, click the navigation arrow again. This will bring up the cultural features category, which also has only one map feature. Since there is just one feature in this category, just like in natural buffers, there is no need for further navigation within it. Click the navigation arrow once more to move to the final map category, Phragmites. In this category, two features have been mapped, so you can navigate between them as needed using navigation arrows in the feature count box as we learned earlier. Finally, you can click on the navigation arrow to the left of the category count to move to earlier inventoried categories. Now that we know how to navigate between inventory categories, let's explore how to change the shoreline inventory category for new features we want to map. In the red to add a different shoreline inventory category box, click the plus sign. This will take you to the shoreline inventory category list where you can select a new category. Below the list, you'll see the category count as 1 of 1 if you have previously only mapped one category so far. After you add a new category, the count will change to 2 of 2, and so on as you map additional categories. And as we have previously covered, you can also delete categories you have entered by using the delete icon. Always be sure to double check that you're deleting the right item. There are 7 shoreline inventory categories that can be surveyed in MapMyShore. In our demonstration, we explored the coastal erosion protection structures category. Now let's take a look at the other 6 categories in the app. Cultural features. This category is user-defined. A point is used to map the location of the cultural feature, and the comments section allows the user to describe it in detail. Land use and cover. In this category, you select the land cover or land uses present adjacent to the shoreline, extending up to a maximum of 100 feet inland along a section of shoreline. You can select multiple land cover types simultaneously. To indicate the extent of the shoreline with the selected land use on the map, begin drawing the line along the shoreline at the point where the land cover starts and continue until the land cover types end. Natural buffers. 3 buffer types are available to select from: tidal marsh, beach, or dune. If tidal marsh is selected, a question about the dominant marsh plant will appear. Select only one dominant species. If no dominant species is present, you can choose no dominant species or unsure. Alternatively, you can select other and enter a new species. As mentioned earlier, the extent of natural buffers are mapped in the app using polygons. The next category is presence of Phragmites. Phragmites australis is an invasive species in wetland habitats, particularly tidal marshes and riparian areas, where it can outgrow and outcompete native marsh vegetation. Mapping the location and spread of Phragmites provides valuable information for shoreline management, helping to guide control efforts and protect native ecosystems. In the app, the boundaries of the observed Phragmites is drawn using a polygon on the map. Recreation and navigational structures. This category includes structures along the shoreline that allow water access or assist in navigation. These features are identified in the map with a point. And finally, shoreline bank condition. This category captures the height and/or slope of a section of the bank. In the app, a line is mapped along the shoreline to indicate the extent of the shoreline with the recorded height and/or slope. This concludes a brief overview of each inventory category in the app.